Hey guys, can you hear me okay? And I hope everything's going well. Small technical hiccup. It wasn't charging the laptop a minute ago, so it took a minute or two to start the stream, so I do apologise for that. But other than that, how is everyone going? You guys will have to let me know if you see a green screen of doom at any point, because I'm going to be watching the chat more than I'm going to be watching anything else. And hopefully we won't see one at all in any way, shape or form. That's my hope anyway. But we'll do a couple shout outs while we're here and we're getting started. So we've got hello to Apple Flavors, cheese to you too, hello Tegan, we've got Dragons Other Bombs, Ark, Red Knight, Ven, Extinct or Survival TCG. Any advice on coming up with characters and creatures and new ideas when you feel fresh out of them? Base them on people you know, but don't tell the people you know. Could be one way to do it. Also, let me know if the audio and the music are good levels. Hopefully they are, and you can hear me clearly. And I am updating something of my picture for the new Redraw. That's cool. Yeah, Ark. I've got like I got 3 full 1.5 litre bottles with me, and I've still got some of a smaller bottle as well, so I'm staying very hydrated. Apple Flavors, that's not a problem. If you're tired, just lie in bed and be tired. Right, so I discovered it's Kaiju, which is quite cool. So potentially we could draw a Kaiju. I'm not entirely sure. What narratives most likely to have ADHD? Nexum or Velocity, I think. So what should I do? For the characters and creatures, creatures I'd base on animals you like to draw. That makes it easier to actually draw them and get reference images. In terms of characters, I would do their personalities based on people you know, and then in terms of drawing them, have some like a unique feature. So they might have a unique color set, for example. The clothes they might wear might be yellow or blue more than they are anything else. They may also have a unique appearance, so they might have a scar or missing a limb or an artificial limb or something, which would be quite cool. But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what you come up with there. What are we drawing now? What to draw for the stream? Gender swap, body swap, narrative. Narrative body swap. No, I'm not doing narrative body swap. Salutations, Kingpin. I was thinking, because it's Kaiju, maybe you should draw my own Kaiju character. Or, if you guys put a... do I do it that way? You know, I think we should draw something really different. So I want you guys to pick an anime character and drop it in the chat, and then I'll pick the top 4, put it onto the actual thing, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe create your own monster vs Kaiju. Possibly. It is Kaiju, but I want an anime character. I think I want to just do an anime style drawing tonight, something chilled. Oh no, Tegan, you've lost membership. No. Can I do membership gifting? Can I do the free gifting yet? No, it doesn't let me do the gifting. It's annoying. Never mind, we'll sort that out anyway. Gojo. Oh, that's a nice one, Ark. That's a good one. Soul Evans from Soul Eater. Oh. Those are quite cool. So... yeah, I'll add Perfect Cell into there. I like Dragon Ball, so that's a good one. 2 seconds. Hey Maureen, how's it going? Okay, I'm starting a poll. We've got a couple of minutes for that, and I'll answer some things in chat while we're waiting. You drew Kafta 2 months ago. Yeah, I drew him the other day, so it's quite interesting. I see Kingpin straight in there with it right away. Oh, Maureen, good evening to you too. Nightmare from Soul Calibur. Possibly if these all come up an equal round or something, or maybe next time we'll do Nightmare. Soul Calibur characters would be quite cool, my style. I will be doing more anime characters or characters on these lives, because it's nice to just chill and just draw some characters, which would be quite cool. No idea who's going to win, by the way. Oh, actually, I should have seen that one going. Really should have seen that one happening. So, other than that, what you guys been up to for this fine Monday, and have you had a good weekend? I've just literally got back in from martial arts a little bit later than normal, and a few other things. I'm currently waiting for the laptop to charge up a bit before I can get 2 monitors set up. But in the meantime, just got to figure things out. Ark says, what do I draw for the stream? You should draw Guyver 1. That's Guyver 1. Got any good game suggestions? Lethal Company, Sonic the Hedgehog, Crisis 3. Depends what platform you're doing it on. Is it a PC, PlayStation, Xbox? Monday being a Monday. That sounds about right, Dragons of the Bomb. And just put it in the chat for you. By the way, I have entered next redraw. Will Dr. Virus pet dog called for any? Oh, cool, nice. It counts as a beast, so yeah. I made it pretty open for everybody on this one. It doesn't matter what type of genre the beast is from. So it doesn't matter if it's a horror beast, a sci-fi beast, so it could be a robotic beast, it could be something else. But it just needs to be a beast type character. You're working on a goofy demon, okay. Dempsey, is that a demon Eldrock breaking into your house? What's an Eldro Rock? I'm assuming that's either a new creature from Popcross's latest video or it's some kind of beast from something I haven't played before. PS5 and PS4. I don't know what games for that. I've got an Xbox One, and I use crossover to play stuff like Lethal Company with some guys. Cool, can't wait to see the designs and the submissions for this one. I'm looking forward to doing beasts. It's going to tie into a little storyline I'm working on, planning ahead. I'm also planning ahead to something to cover next year, so a time slot next year. One of the Archons. Oh yeah, I kind of figured it would be one of his characters. Got God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA, and Uncharted. I'd say Uncharted or Spider-Man. Right, so while people are jumping in and out, let's have a look at what we've got, because it might be Perfect Cell getting drawn. Wow. Okay, I'll give it to the 5-minute mark, and then I'll end the poll. Oh, that's going to be quite cool, drawing Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball. Been a while since I've drawn a Dragon Ball character. Well, I'd say that. I drew Goku a couple streams back, but, you know, a villain. Anyway, it says, may I recommend a character for the next stream? It's a manga, so guaranteed no one knows about them. Oh, don't know. I read a lot of mangas. Yeah, select a character. Red Knight says, it's funny that you have a demon that called Loki, and my OC Dr. Virus has a prophetic dog that's called Venya, and both of them name comes from the same place. Yeah, the Northern mythology. Yes, it is quite funny about that. Right, I'm in the poll, and the winner is Perfect Cell. So let me just sort some. I'm gonna make this done. So I've got to remember to do this, so I'm going to do this on the file. Haha, nobody copy my signature. Warning you all. That's copyright infringement. No. Cool. So we're going to do Perfect Cell, which is fine. He's quite a cool character. I'm not sure about portrait landscape, but see what I do. Possibly. I'm not actually, Ben. I probably haven't. I'll have to check it out though. So that's quite cool. Dempsey, does he look like Blue Beetle from DC? Just asking. And how's your day going? What? Perfect Cell or Guyver 1? Villain Nixon doesn't work on mech armor. He goes to different universes collecting organic life hostage experiments to make them kaiju. That'd be an interesting storyline. Anyways, let's talk about story. I'm gonna be honest, I dislike the fact Popcross makes this. Worst characters have redemption arcs. To be honest, I just want evil guys doing evil stuff. Oh, Guyver 1. He kind of does a little bit. Guyver 1's got a blade on each of his arms. He's got 2 circles in the middle of his face bit where the mouth area would be. 2 orbs on the top of his head, and a control medallion and a head beam laser on the front of it, and a single tall type thing that comes up from the top of the head. Cool, so we're going to draw Perfect Cell. So I'm going to think, do we want to, yeah, let's see what kind of pose. cell is going to be an interesting pose. Okay, let's start thinking about the pose for this character. So it's perfect cell, and I want to make it a portrait style. He's very prideful when he does stuff as well. So he's very much into being... Oh, what was that? Hashiba H, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I'm not sure if you're on the stream or not, but thank you very much. Imagine my narrative's going after the Archons. Maybe. Be interesting to see, because it wouldn't be quite what we'd expect, I don't think. I'm just looking for a good reference image of Perfect Cell. I kind of know what he looks like, to be honest. I'm a very big Dragon Ball fan. But references are always good to have. If you don't have a reference, then you are pretty much... Yeah, references are the best things you can have. What if this perfect cell was drawn in a gradient color scheme? We will see. I mean, perfect cell, I always add gradient stuff onto it, but we'll see. Red Knight says, I haven't entered redraw for a long time, but I haven't had a hope that I gets picked for the redraw. But Red Knight, you've got to be in it to win it, is what they say. Okay, that's perfect cell. But I want to do a pose where he's looking kind of... imposing, so... I just want that on a layer that's not going to get knocked about or anything, so people who join the stream can see what we've got, which is quite cool. And hopefully, you know, the stream's going along nicely in that. What have we got? Perfect cell was drawn in a gradient color scheme. Yep. References are live. Oh, definitely, you need to have references. Without them, it's just ridiculous, to be honest. I want to think my characters to defeat one, but I'm not strong enough to defeat all of them. Could just be me. Yeah, my characters could probably take out one or two. Some of my upcoming characters could probably take out a whole lot of them, depending on if I make them OP or not. But that's also, I'm basing on the fact that the power levels of them have been established in Popcross's lore, and I can just then come in and say, nah, my guy's stronger. A bit of a cheat though. Did you see the jokes people are making about the new Supergirl and how she's looking like Android 18? No, I haven't, but you know, Android 18 is quite cool. I've drawn her before. I wonder what Loki will do and say if he meets Dr. Fire's protect dog Fenrir, and Loki is a cat and Fenrir is a dog, and Fenrir is one of the kids of Loki. Wait, how come? Yeah, I know he's it's supposed to be kind of like somehow in the mythology, but he's a cat giving birth to a dog. That's interesting. Who's your favourite Dragon Ball Z villain? Yours is Janabe. Janabe's got a cool design, to be honest. It's got a really cool design, but I don't know. I do like Android 18. No, sorry, Android 21 in the Majin Buu form. That's a really cool looking bad guy. My OCs could defeat an Archon, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. On the topics of references, you could do something with Dragon from World of Warcraft, the one with the steel load jaw. Possibly. That'd be quite cool. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, so I am open to, you know, World of Warcraft games and stuff. I've got that image. Where's Perfect Cell's face from the side? Cool, it's got an idea for an angle. Hello. I'm not sure what your name is. It looks. I actually don't know what your name is based on the symbol, but hello and welcome to the stream. Just in my opinion, nobody's touching Goku Black. Goku Black gets completely and utterly annihilated in the story arc. So yeah, I haven't. It's watched Dragon Ball. Please don't jump me. No, it's cool. I won't go into much of the lore. This is just one of the characters from Dragon Ball Z, the middle kind of series, or the second series after the original Dragon Ball, when the main character was a kid. This is where they're more grown up, and he's got his own kids by this point of the story arc. And that's about all I'm going to give you. Tegan. Okay, so we've got a skit, so I'll do some voices. So, Velocity. Why are you even here? It's not for you to know. Okay, I'm just gonna stay out of this. What is that? A random dragon made of bones appears. Perfect. Nice. Cool. So we want Sal in his glory, which is going to be pretty much this on this side of his head. He's got Piccolo genes, so he's going to have a... You know what? Let's just start that there again. This is the thing about when you sketch and draw, you kind of jump in, jump out and stuff. And also, guys, if you've got any art questions, feel free to ask them or things you want to know, because I'm looking to find out what you guys need help with and eventually start a how-to series on the channel at some point, whether it's short-spaced or something covering a question. So I may get it so that, you know, you ask your questions in the comments on a video, and I take a question and I answer it in a short, which would be quite cool. Alex says, I've been thinking of making new design for Zack. Any suggestion? I'm asking you because I want still to look like it's a part of that world. To be honest, any design could work. I mean, he is kind of immortal for it, but it's any design works for that world, to be honest. Probably a bit younger, so less of a beard, but that's probably about it. I'd only make it like a 16-year-old version or an 18-year-old version, like a young adult version with his ability. That'd be the only change I'd do. The rest of it's really cool. Red Knight, for fun, please see the voice for Loki when he meets Dr. Virus' pet dog Venier, and Loki is a cat and Venier is a dog. By the way, Venier can talk and he can think on his own. Have you got a scenario of how they met? If you've got that, Red Knight, I can give it a go. True, he got annihilated by Zeno, but everyone else couldn't even touch him when he was at his powerful. Yes, potentially everyone couldn't touch him at that point in time, but that's also because he was fused with a god and immortal and going berserk with his powers. So it's quite weird and interesting. It's also because of the Dragon Ball wish that he used. Actually, imagine if all the characters of the crazy artists try going after the Archons except the Medieval Fantasy one because of the story podcast released earlier. Is that the story from today? Because I have not paid any attention to the story. I haven't even seen it. I know it's dropped, but I haven't seen it. Justin, I think Aaron Fold wouldn't know what Pride Month is. He'll just get confused on why everybody is putting on rainbow decorations around the room. I think he'd get the gist of it. Probably wouldn't know about all of the terminology in Pride Month, but he definitely would get the gist of it. Ben, I F out my OCs for a bit, so I don't even know how to pronounce that. My cast meeting your narrators would be chaos guaranteed. Yeah, probably. You're very good with those voices. It's like you created them. Well, thank you, Marin. It's amazing. I didn't create them, but you know. Nexum here, the interdimensional mech armor specialist, created those voices. After, you know, having an argument with Dino, what's his face? Imagine the crazy artist who didn't found out the Archons. That'd be quite a cool thing. We might do it as a celebration thing if we were going to do it. I've been talking for a bit. I actually need to start drawing Perfect Cell a bit more. Quite funny how his whole design is like, yeah, Frieza and all the other characters, and then it's like, yeah, we'll just have him as, yeah, let's just draw him as this. You know what? I can't actually draw his head right today. Give me a minute, I'll figure it out. References are good, but I'm not getting the right angle. I think I need to think. Yeah, that's working much better to draw perfect cell. Probably the angle needs to be tweaked a bit more just for that. I often forget I can kind of zoom in more, which makes fun. And obviously I can tweak his design slightly. Let's just shift him that way, because whoever. His face comes down from the sides. Long. I'm not sure how much you actually have on that. Then part of his face here. Yeah. From there down is purple colour. Well, I've done one side that looks quite cool, one side that looks quite distorted. You know, let's just cheat. I say cheat, it's my tactic is just to copy that over, delete that, duplicate that. Its face is almost identical anyway, so I flip that horizontal and then I rotate it round. Yep, no, I messed that up. I liked the angle of the pose, thing like that. It's going to be a little while, guys. I'm struggling on drawing this, and of course I missed a load of the chat. Yes, the story from today. Okay, I haven't caught up with this story from today, so I'll have to do that another time. So while I was trying to figure out pictures, I found the pictures I actually wanted now, which is kind of typical, but you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, his Kamehameha pose is quite cool. We'll do his Kamehameha pose. So let's just get a couple layers. Let's just quickly check the chat a second. I think something about a part of narrative. cat Loki and dog Finir, and you know what will happen if that are in the same room. Right, okay. Loki probably just hiss at him and then it'll be a fight, to be honest. I don't need... The voices wouldn't really work. It'll just be Loki going, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, those variants were quite cool that were done for the kind of like the Panini stuff, and that was quite cool. I think the storyline was more fun than the actual having the variants, to be honest. The Akashi Records was really, really cool. I really did enjoy that storyline or arc from it, to be honest. It was quite cool with what he had in the concept of that. It does have that. Please, I really want to know something back to the... No, I wonder what will Velocity do and say if she meets the robotic dog Venier, and please do the voice Velocity and remove that Venier can talk. Anything goes on. Velocity probably turn around and go, "Wow, what's this? You look like an amazing creature. Can I pet you? Wait, why is my demon of water suddenly coming along and what's going on? That dog's not dangerous, is it? What?" Ben says, "I did suggest a redraw for doing variants of the Multiverse Tale characters." What did you mean? You suggested doing that to Popcross, doing a redraw of the characters? I have a question. What would your character reaction be to Immortal Zack, and do they know about Sans? I don't know, because they're in a different universe, so I'd have to think about that one, Ark. It's gonna vary based on character, to be honest, in all fairness. For example, Ehrenfold would love to fight him. It'd be, "Ah, you make a good fight, lad. Seems you're mortal. Go on, spar a few decades with Ehrenfold here. Let me test me might against your wee special powers. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a way to slay ya." Not really got into the Ehrenfold mood in that, but you know, you get the idea. So let's face that in a bit. I will tidy these up a bit more. These are just like a really rough sketch bit going in. It's going to look really weird because it doesn't look amazing at this stage, but should hopefully level out to look quite cool. Most of this is going to get cut off in a minute anyway, because I'll zoom in to make it more interesting. But the idea is to get the general gist of perfect cell done, which is this. Duplicate the layer, because I don't want to lose what I've done. First Kamehameha pose. And then just find the right angle to... emphasize the character and what's going on. And then we start looking at doing the finer details, but I'll do them as we start drawing in. So duplicate that, merge that down. Seems daft that I'm going to take that to a bit more low opacity, but it just blends it in a little bit more. It's like a weird in between state. What else have we got happening in the chat? Right. I did suggest to draw the voice's tail characters. You did, of course, I jumped the chat. Bulma, next song, you have some fine machinery up in this lab things I've never seen before. Can you teach me next them? I'm glad you like them, but I have to go to another dimension where I get. Okay, or another adventure. Yeah. Imagine Goku has to talk to Goten about yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, did you love my design for Vulture? And I love that I'm not the only one who did a Necromancer. Yeah, I did. It was a bit tricky to decide between the two, to be honest. I did struggle slightly trying to figure out what I was going to do, which one, but looking into it in the storyline of what I was working on, Vladimir had the slight upper hand because it just fitted a little bit better. But I loved your design. I love the pose on top of the graveyard bit. That was absolutely amazing with the spear. It was a rather cool design. Right. Please do your OC voice so some that you OC have changed into kid and have their memory of a bit of fun. I don't know how to turn their voices into that of a kid because I feel like good old Enfield Beansworth could be good old Enfield Beansworth here. It doesn't sound quite right. It's a bit of an interesting one. Yeah, that scenario, I'm not sure what Loki would have said on that one, to be honest. Hissing is probably appropriate. Oh, who would be a super K-pop super fan? Dino Dinoclaw. I think it would be perfect if he was a super K-pop fan. That'd just, you know, be the last thing anybody would suspect or expect. I'm just colour. What colour I am not going to digitalize because it's late. He has a kind of almost like a mint colour is the best description. It's kind of like a very light teal. I think that I'm getting better at drawing. I use some pictures to help me, but I've changed and put some of my own things to make it look my own. That's cool. Ed Draws, how's it going? Long time no see. Hope all is well. Just drawing a bit of a perfect self. I got a reference for the pose, but I will change things up a little bit, like trying to figure the eye out on some of this pose and stuff, because the way he does is you need to get the eyes to kind of just, he's one of those characters where you want the eyes to just pierce your soul slightly. So that comes out that way, and the shadow set comes down there. Look behind you, it's a pride coloured xenomorph. Interesting. I feel Vladimir would be... Sorry. A bit of a long day, but yeah. Would be her grandpa. I don't know why I see him being her grandfather. Could be interesting. Hey, Stella Kitsune, how's it going? And is that a demon? Okay. Justin says, I think Nexum would be a K-pop super fan, but he's just in the closet about it. Yeah, but Dino Dynaclaw would be the funnier one. I mean, Dino Dynaclaw's so strict and everything, you know, he's like, it's very prim and proper. It's like, I'm Dino Dynaclaw. And it'll be like, I'm Dino Dynaclaw, K-pop fan extraordinaire, and I absolutely love the music they do. Instead of next, I'm like, yeah, this is a K-pop fan group. I'm not the president or anything of it. Honest, I swear. Don't look in that cupboard. Opens cupboard, scenes to shrine. Ah! Can you keep your OC voice at the same time, but they look like they've changed into a kid in themselves? Well, that would be a bit tricky, because if they change into... I suppose it would work for the story to know who's who, but at the same time, it's... it'd be quite difficult. It would probably be a mixture of it, and try changing the picture of it after I've done it. Give me a minute to think about it, Red Knight. Velocity would be openly obsessed with K-pop, even down to mesmerising the choreography. Could be. Someone said, you know, it would be funny if he was caught listening to some kind of N-hyphen. It would be funny if it's some prim and proper and it's like heavy metal something else. Nexum has tons of Blackpink merch autographed personally. Yeah, Nexum would do. He's probably made them to sell, to be honest. So I'm going to be drawing for a little while, probably no later than 12:30, 1 o'clock at the latest, so about another hour. This could be a two-part one, but this is kind of like a chilled stream. I know I started later, but this is going to be just a chill bit of fun on the stream, and I'm starting a few things up potentially in the next month or two to make things a bit more fun, exciting, interesting on the channel. But yeah, it will be interesting. Funny thing for you guys, just in case anyone's thinking there's a combination between the story Beast of Tucknor, The Beast King Awakens. I came up with that title way after I'd done the redraw theme design. The redraw theme concept was planned in advance, so yeah, I don't know how well that's going to get received by you guys in terms of, you know, the story arc and that, but or the title, but you guys seem to like it a lot, or a lot of the people in the who saw the community poll liked it. So I'm hoping that this Beast redraw has some really cool designs from you guys, because, you know, it'll inspire me for when I do that storyline. Should be quite cool. But is Velocity the youngest member? Velocity is currently the youngest member of the team. Yes, she is the youngest member. She's not exactly, well, she is a young adult, not very much past her teenage years. So she is the youngest member, about the same age as the kid. However, it doesn't mean we can't have any younger members on the team, but it would be quite interesting. Oh, time for a drink. You can't see me on a camera. I will set the camera back up and get it sorted. I've been trying to get the streams pretty much working to a certain degree where they just balance out. You know, none of the new villain you guys have created that I might actually draw on a stream. We'll have to see about how things go, but yeah. And I realise his head's a little bit further up for his body than what it should be, but that's not a problem, because I am tweaking the tweaking this design somewhat. And I will be adding extra details when I get to the rendering stage, so this is going to be quite a reasonable design or stage or element for it. You guys got any questions about technique or process or anything like that, or any particular things you're struggling with in art or something, and I'll see what I can do. I've noticed a question a bit further down, and I was thinking making an angelic demon pink outfit for Pride Month. He is straight, Ali, but I don't know if that's a good idea. If you want to create a variant of your demon that's into the Pride thing to represent Pride Month, as you know, for the right reasons and that's pretty cool. Next time, Dino would be arguing whether Luna or Blackpink is better. Yep. Do we have character ages? No. Well, you do from the design. Ironfold obviously is probably the oldest looking character out of them. Dino Dinoclaw is probably in his late 20s, early 30s. Nexum's probably about the same. The Kid and Velocity are around 18 to 20. Demonica, it's rude to ask a lady her age. But since since they're secretly K-pop fans, they make sure no one hears what they're discussing. That'll be an interesting little skit. What have we got? I think Demonica is so old she can't even tell how old she is, and she's been around for so long. Justin, you might well, she is a demon, so she would have been around for a while, but be nice to her. She's a demon, she'll come and get you. I've decided that, you know, where I can, like on these live streams, taking a bit longer on the line art to get a better result will be kind of what I'm going to do going forwards. On some of them, I just want to kind of push what I've got a little bit. The designs, just even if it's not completely on the original perfect cell drawing, I want to add my style, so I'm obviously going to add bits more detail in certain places and look at the sort of things that they work out a bit more. So that's going to have a line down there, roughly. What else we got? By the way, I can't find the redraw video that has Dr. Virus are in them. You need to go back because the Dr. Virus one is. Hang on a minute. Let me have a. If this works. I'll know which one it is when I see it. Where's my redraws list? So which one? The Dr. Virus ones and stuff. Interesting. Maybe that one got missed off the redraw list. Which is fine because it should be added. It's definitely on the channel still. I will have to find it later, Ed Knight. I'll find it and make sure it's in the list of the community redraws. It may have been one that got missed, but that's fine. The Narratives of Dragons. Ah, that'd be an interesting one. It's your boy. Well, welcome, it's your boy, and add a hidden Among Us to the Among Us. You sound a little bit sus there. No, maybe on a version of it, I might add a little something Among Us style or something to it. We will see. Yeah, I see Demonica as at least, yes, years old. Yeah, Demonica's been around for quite a long time. Gova one is so hard, I'll just draw on paper, but I'll colour it and mind us my oldest character's angelic demon. Yeah, Gova one's quite a tricky one to draw, but it's good practice for you. So it's one of those ones where it's like, it is a bit tricky to draw, but once you've gotten past the trickiness to draw aspect, it'll be really good for you. It's one of those. It's one of the first things I was drawing. Yo, Emenhart, how's it going? And Ed draws perfect. Yeah, perfect, but he belongs in a cell. No, he's Red Knight. I'll catch you later. Thank you for joining, and I'll keep an eye out for your submission when I get a chance to check everything again later. What have we got? Where have we gone? I got to Libby in my corner. She's magic user, right? Rock, paper, scissors, and I got anti-magic. Hypothetically, Demonica would be the oldest, but Erenfold looks to be it. I heard that Demonica looks like she's in her 20s. Yeah, that's because Demonica's a demon. Which type of demon has not been fully sorted, but she is a demon. And I believe I need to clean my glasses while I'm drawing on this one. Everything, I just saw like triple lines of everything in my glasses, so I'm either getting very tired or it's my oh no, it's my glasses. It's fine. I just noticed like a ton of stuff on them, giving me like, at least I drew this so nicely how it is with the amount of stuff that's on my glasses. But I will be getting a camera back up and running as soon as I can on it. That's better, I can actually read better. Okay, not worried about that, not worried about that. You took it yourself. No worries, apple flavors. Your sleepiness is winning. Yeah, happy to see that perfect cell got picked, and you'll check it out later when you wait. Yeah, that's cool. I'll catch you later. Have a restful rest. Hut. It's going pretty well. Sorry, I've just hit the microphone. It's going pretty well. A few days ago I graduated from high school and received a drawing tablet as you've always wanted. That's awesome. It's Game On PD 156 Pro and using it for this month's contributor. Oh, that's amazing. Ben, Demps, drop a spoiler for the redraws. Just kidding. Please don't. I bet you'll be making I'm not sure what's going to be out of the submissions. I will be tweaking this next redraw. Is going to be awesome. So the next redraw is you'll submit your own beast character if you don't know about that already, which is going to be really cool, because once you select your own beast character and it's been sent over any genre, I'm going to, depending what genres arrive, will dictate the story, but it's going to be so much fun. I quite like drawing beast characters from time to time. I don't know why, they just seem to work out quite nicely. Of course, I'm not planning to like completely take over the channel with beast drawings all over the place and that. Got to venomize some stuff as well, but you know, we'll get there. Apple flavors, enjoy your journey into the depths of your comfy bed. Well, as Owenvold will say, enjoy your trip to the land of slumber. Make sure you slay any beasties that will give you nights of mares. Right, just in case it's venomization, I plan to do something I promised I was going to do months ago. I'm not saying what's going to happen to the beasts or anything, but as long as it's a beast character and you don't actually try and put a twist on it, so it is the beast itself, then that's fine from any genre and stuff. Just need to know, just need to bear that in mind. I find people try and predict what I'm going to be doing in each redraw now, and a lot of the time I'm changing it up from what people would think. So if someone suggests something for the redraw that they think it'll be, it's not going to be the redraw. I'm being really cheeky with it, but I want to do something that people don't know what the twist is from time to time. So on some of them I don't give hints anymore, or I don't drop bits and bobs. But yeah, as long as you draw a beast from any genre you want, then it's cool. I do everything on my phone, including my art. Well, your art is very impressive doing that on your phone, Fen. Your dandy character was amazing. So it can be any beast. Any beast, as long as it is a beast creature. So it can be from any genre. So you can have a fantasy beast, you can have a robotic beast, you can have a weird mishmash chimera beast. But it has to be a beast. So it can't be a humanoid, a human type in a sense. Can't be more human than beast. It has to be a beast, a creature that's like an animal beast, but it's mythological, so it can be any type of beast that can fall under a mythological beast in any genre, which is quite cool. So technically speaking, actually you could venomize the beast and have it from a Venom universe where Venom's taken over everything for the for it. That wouldn't be a problem. But then that means I'll be doing something different with the beast than venomizing it. I'll be doing something in the story with it and stuff. So Kitsune, I'm currently doing the line work of my drawing while watching you stream, but it's not for the redraw, it's for your own channel. Now that's cool. I quite like the fact people do their art and stuff while we're chilling and chatting and hanging out and just working on things, really. We're sorting out, the idea of these live streams is to give some feedback in real time to you guys in terms of any questions you might have, about the process or what I do. My solutions aren't perfect. They're not the exact solution that'll fit everybody, but they might give you a starting point or encourage you to, do stuff that you want to do in your style on that. And I will get hand references up in a minute. I just sketched rough hands in, but I'll get that. And I'll sort portions out in a bit. So the beast itself is fine, but not machine versions of the beast. If it's in a sci-fi universe and it's machine, it's fine. It can be a robotic beast if you're going to have a machine version, a robot or something. It just has to be a beast. So if you're in a universe where all the beasts, if your beast submission is from a universe where everything is sentient robotic AIs, that's fine. It could be a mythological beast from that universe, but it has to class as a beast, not as anything else, if that makes sense. What if the comic is part human? Well, you need, on that case, you'd need more beast than human. I'm resisting the urge to make a 3D Chimera character. You can submit it any way you want, but you've only got till the 21st, so you've got 11 more days. I have a question, Dempsey. How do you do story, like write story? I need help with stories or power sets. So in terms of stories, there are various ways to write them, and there's no right or wrong way. Depending how long the story is, you need to remember the 5 W's: who, where, what, when, why. So who's the main character, what's happening, where it happens, when it happens, and why it happens. And then you have a message conveyed in that usually, which is something Popcross does really well. He conveys the messages amazingly well in his stories, where he has them do redemption and stuff. My stories aren't quite as, I don't know, they don't add the same value, if that makes sense. My stories are more contained within the universes that they are, or when it passes on to another one it works out slightly differently. But those are the main things. And also you want a character that's relatable, so your character needs to have some flaws or a trouble or something that's happening that you can go through. So you need to have it where there's something that will draw them in, something people can relate to, and something they can overcome. Omen Heart, yeah, that's fine. It could be a beast that's a mechanized version of itself. That's not a problem. It still classes as a beast because I've allowed robotic beasts, so that's fine. Then I've mentioned this in Kingpin server, but imagine a fighting game with a roller coaster full of badass characters, and there's one character that's a stock image of a guy. Minecraft Transformers. Hey, how's it going? Tegan, how would a headshot work when the beast face is technically on its chest? If its face is on its chest, then just do a shot of its chest, if that makes sense. If that's where it is. Basically, the headshot is so that I've got a clear version of the face, or enough detail to draw it if it's not clear on the body image. Could it be a... Oh yeah, I've answered that one. So yeah. I'm glad you're doing good, Minecraft. Have you hit your next milestone yet? You kind of overshot me massively. What Dragon Ball character do you think got disrespected the most? Disrespected the most? Frieza. Frieza got disrespected the most completely out of main villains. Yeah, it would be Frieza was disrespected the most. Now, the one that got burned the most in what happened in, you know, in the story arcs and that's a different one. Frieza's not the one who's had the worst treatment by a character. Ben, at first I didn't want to participate in this community redraw, but now I'm considering joining. I'm not the best at drawing monsters or animals in general, so give me some feedback or something. I'm happy to you know, give feedback if people want it. I mean, I could make it into a video or a Q&A or something. You know, if you want feedback of your... There's two ways to do it. We can either create a channel where on the Discord where we'll give some feedback, but it's not, it can't guarantee it like multiple times a month. It's just a case of there will be some feedback given. Or I could do a video of after the redraws come out, you know, another video in the month, which is if you guys want it, reacting to my subscribers' redraw submissions or my subscribers' artwork. And every now and again I'll just take a couple of them and I'll just create a video where I discuss feedback on it if people are happy with it. That's a possibility. Black Frieza is supposedly dominating over them now, but that's only because, as we know in the Dragon Ball universe, that's before everybody ends up getting their newfound abilities or transformations or things going through the roof. Also, Black Frieza is kind of dominating, but I don't always know if it's fan fiction or not. Dempsey, is that a dinosaur that evolved into a human breaking into your house? No, the dinosaurs evolved into chickens. That's what's breaking into my house. I'll get 3 eggs in the morning and a nice bit of chicken breast to go with whatever else I make for my breakfast. I think you should have it like you have. They are shown and then you react to them on screen between the redraws because it's real. Oh, what you mean? I react to. Oh, so Justin, do you mean I? So for the redraw videos itself, I have it in the redraw video where in between the actual redraw for the story or what's being drawn, I react to some of the artwork because depending on how many submissions, that's impossible to do all of them. Just to manage complete expectations. Making a reference to Dino Squad, it's a TV show from the early 20s. Dino Squad. I think I've seen that. Not 100% sure. I've seen a load of it. I've seen Dino Riders and a few other ones. Oh, that reminds me. I need to do that this month at some point. You've just reminded me, Ben, of something I've got planned either this month or next month that I'm going to be testing on the channel. Which should be either very interesting or very scary. Right, I'm going to redraw the hands separately, so... teens can turn into dinosaurs. I think I remember seeing that. I could only pick, because we don't only do 3 or something, I could only pick and do that probably for 2, maybe 3 of them at the most. And it would be short reactions. I personally feel that that would have to be a separate video to react to the submissions from people's artwork or give feedback on it. If you guys wanted that to happen, just to give justice to the artwork. The redraws are quite cool, and it would be cool to add it, but maybe it would be feedback, maybe the feedback or design notes about what I love about the submitted winning submissions, and then maybe go on to later on at another point it's the other bits, mainly because you know, the redraw videos, they are coming out later than what it should do. Koi Fish, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. Congratulations to everybody, and be sure to thank Koi Fish Gaming. Wow, that's amazing. So we've got Tegan, Justin, Owen Hart, Dragons of the Bombs, Stella Kitsune, DempseyJ Gaming, Tony, Eric Matters, Solar Plus VR, Amber the Rain, I gotta get this right, Amber the Rain Wing. Congratulations, and it's still dinging. So all you members have got your emojis back, and you get to see members' posts. Yeah, he's that's a lot of memberships. He's stealing the glory and the thunder of the stream. That's all cool. Yeah, everybody enjoy your memberships on Koi Fish. Thank you so much, Koi. It's nice to hear the dings off the screen in my ear, even though I can't see the actual screen at the moment, but it's just because I need to stock up some battery power. Koi, you successfully made me lose where I was with what I'm doing. Minecraft of 5. Oh my god, thank you so much, Minecraft. I'll definitely have to get you back for that. then Fatal Wolf, Me Style, Rekka Lawson, and Alan Animations. Congratulations on getting members as well, and be sure to thank Minecraft Transformers. You guys have single-handedly just, you know, filled up the memberships for everybody. It's amazing. Ben says, Dempsey, I certainly remind you to do a video that is doing retro characters. No, you reminded me about a video. I'm not giving too much away, but you reminded me about a video of something that, of what you've said, that I've been planning to do for a while now. I have thought about doing retro characters and, you know, like redrawing them and stuff, but it's also a case of I don't know how. I don't know how well that would actually go down or anything, so it's quite interesting. Because it definitely depends on if you guys would want to see some form of retro redraw or not. But I can 100% guarantee it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be, if I did do that, it would not be Marvel or DC related. Yeah, be sure to use the emojis. Oh, that means I'm going to have to consider a members only stream now. We've got lots of members. That'd be quite cool, actually, members only stream. Speaking of which, members only streams are becoming more of a thing across some channels. Yes, you are, Koi. I didn't want to say anything and if you weren't mentioning it out, but you put a poll out saying that if you're a member, you can see this and you can vote on what's happening Friday. I've actually got to vote on that at some point. I was a bit late to the stream, one for martial arts, and two, I was arranging something for next year, which, yeah, now I've got to figure out a content filler for next year, so that'll be interesting. But I will put a heads up on that nearer the time for everybody, which should be quite cool. I will say this though, I mean no offense, I'm expecting a lot of dragons. When are you expecting dragons? Because, you know, there are some dragons coming up on videos, but I've done a few dragons recently, so I may be branching onto other things temporarily. Right, just checking something a second, guys, and we'll continue. Okay, that makes sense what that is. Fine, that's cool. Right, what have I missed in the chat a second, so... Ah, definitely will Minecraft. I'll check it out. That's cool, Stella, that you've posted your creature along with an original character who are documenting the creature and would come back in the future. That's really cool. The mythical beast community redraw. Dragons are common and might possibly be many of the submissions. Potentially, but it depends on how many submissions we got. Even if it is dragons, it'll still work out for what I'm planning as such. So that's quite cool. There's two approaches I can do. Well, there's a few approaches I can do for it, so it's going to be an interesting set of submissions and stuff, which is quite cool. Hey Koi, do me a favour, or Minecraft, or anybody, if you want to, just put in !Discord as one word and see if the link to the Discord pops up. I want to see if that's still actually working. Sorry, it's just me wanting to check that if something I've set up still works. If it does, then I can start adding more stuff. Ark, and I have a question. Can I draw angelic creatures, and do you like cool or cute creatures more? Awesome. Thanks, Ark. That works still. Nice. Anybody can do it. So that works quite well. Ark, in terms of that, you can draw angelic creatures because mythological beasts are part of the thing from any genre in that. So you could do it. In terms of whether it's cute or creepy or anything, I don't have a preference between them. Sometimes the cute ones look really cool. Sometimes the more monstrous ones look really cool to me. It's just overall, whichever you want to do, whichever you feel like working on for your art, just go for it. Jobos, I just came back to membership. Thank you. Happy surprises when you come back and you're like, wait, what's going on? I left the stream a minute ago. That's going to happen over line. Yeah, he's got quite a cool pattern on him. Right, hands. Reference for hands. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Do I still have the references? I do, which means I should have all these hands that I can use as a reference. Where is it? Ah, perfect. It's the file I went to open. Sweet, that works in my favour. That's potentially the closest one to it. Let's go back to this. Mythical creatures like dragons. I made a crab in a fantasy setting, specifically D&D. Mythical creatures as in any creature in your universe that classes as mythical. It could be dragons, it could be chimeras, it could be wolves like Fenrir, it could be any form of mythical creature. The more creature-like, the better, like the more animalistic and stuff, but yeah. I mean, that's sad that Beast of Taknor beat the food first. Yeah, but on the plus side, I've been planning your food first one for a while, so that may end up being a video or something coming up. I haven't decided yet which one, but the food first one has definitely been long overdue. I have been wanting to do it, I just haven't had a chance to currently do it. So it'll be quite interesting. I would advise against calling my Alfredo Barney. It makes sense. The wee lass is right. I still advise against it. Alright, fine. I'm making a chimera like beastie for this redraw. That's cool. That's also a mythical beast. That's perfectly fine. I left it open for the mythical side of things, but mainly it's a beast character. I can't wait for the Flossie emote. Yeah, I need to actually get the emote sorted and get a few. I might be able to do that actually, so I'll check that later. The food first sounds like a sounds like Delicious in Dungeon. Kinda, but it's I've planned it so it's not quite the same as the Panini verse. I've already planned how this would work in my head a long time ago, so I'm quite happy about that. Let's do this hand on a new layer so I can draw. That's quite a cool hand. Okay, let's draw. And we know in the background picture I'm drawing a... Nope. Let's go back to this. Let's have a look. I can't wait for the... Yeah. For food, Kinkers play Food Fantasy. It's basically a ton of food from different cultures that were animeified, and it's absolutely absolutely mental. Food Wars. It's an amazing anime if you want things for food as well. They go into, as they do with a lot of stuff, they go into the history, like if they're cooking French cuisine, they go into that and stuff. So it makes it really interesting to see. So that's what they did. You know what, drawing hands is really, really difficult. If I had to do a course, I'd be drawing hands. Hang on, I just realised something. What do you use to draw, Dempsey? I use Procreate with an Apple Pencil. But I will be using, as I have said and teased for a couple of years now, I will be dusting off my XP Pen display, and I'll be using different art programs on a video, which I need to actually start planning that out to work on that one long term to then drop it at some point. Aaronfold, who is your favourite band? It's obviously Lassie. It's the Beastie Boys. I thought you would have liked old Scottish music. Old man Turnbull trying to keep his anger in? Oh, old man Aaronfold trying to keep his... oh, I see. You like old Scottish music. Old man Aaronfold's trying to keep his anger in. Cool. Aaronfold definitely listens to folk. He's the type to find pop in general kind of bad. Yep. A xenomorph dragon breaking into my house. Oh, that'd be amazing. I need to draw one. I know it's probably been drawn on other channels before, but it's quite cool. And not the art software. Like, what tool do you use? Mouse, tablet, keyboard, Jenga blockers? Okay, so I use an Apple Pencil to draw on the iPad with Procreate. On the pen display, there is a pencil that, like it's a pencil, almost like an Apple Pencil. It's an actual graphics tablet type pencil that I can draw on the display with. That's always hooked up to it. It registers it from something in it, registers something and picks up on the screen. My Intuos Pro also has the same thing. It has a pen that goes with it and can work, so it's quite interesting. Yes, I did, but I want to draw a new one. I know I know I did draw it for that, but I also want to draw another one because I feel that Phobias as Dragons one, even though I did it for the aliens, it still just needs a bit of a... yeah. I don't actually do more than that, to be honest, that bottom hand. The top hand, that's going to be the complex one. What have I missed? Just a little interaction that I think my character would have for Ehrenfold. Finally, we're back! I'm not doing that again. Where were you two? Some kind of temple. There was an awesome dragon. A dragon, you say? Can I slay the wee beastie? And Stella's one is... Wait, hang on, Stella, which one is it? The top one or the bottom one? Okay, I'll do both versions. My lass, these creatures really make... My lass, these creatures really make my battle blood boil. I suggest for showing me for fighting those creatures. Here's... Oh wait, wrong one. Why, lass? They're just giant bugs. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about with these creatures. And then we've got Ark. Yeah, I'm almost done, which is quite cool. Ben says, make a xenomorph narrator that is human with other xenomorph hunters. Possibly. I haven't decided on the xenomorph storyline if I make a narrator for it. To be honest, I've got other narrators in the mix at the moment, and a xenomorph narrator would need a certain type of personality to pull it off. It'd be rather interesting to see what I can do. Omenhart has got here's an idea: board games as mech armors. I find it funny if one wrong it can take down a Jenga mech suit. That'd be hilarious. Justin Scott. Nexum, I've notified. Do you know Dynaclock? Nexum, I haven't noticed this until now. Why do you sound like a 50s comic superhero announcer? No, what gave you that idea? And then everybody clowns. Oh, hang on. No, what gave you that idea? And then everyone clowns on Nexum after. That would be quite funny. Yeah, there's a lot of skits. I may have to start a voice acting stream at some point. Also, to make it different from Buster. Yeah, that's the thing, because there's other characters already existing in these universes. I need to come up with a style and that's not the same. But that also means that I need to have characters, like you say, that aren't too similar to ones that are being used, which is a bit of a shame sometimes, because that's going to make it trickier to do the characters. But also, just to be fair, even if I do a character habit, I don't want to be doing too many characters the same type. So what I mean by that is, you know, yes, Popcross has a magic user in a sense, an armor crafter, a mech armor creator, a kaiju or beast narrator. He's got a he's obviously got an SCP narrator and stuff. You've got narrators for all of them, which is quite cool. But I don't. Some of the topics I might leave it open for now in terms of a narrator. Yeah, Kingpin. I've been doing all these little skits on here. It's amazingly good fun. So all we've got to do is I'm getting good at swapping the voices, so I might go through all my character voices a little bit with each of them. See if I can swap through them one by one. I actually kind of want to see the parents of the narrators. Oh, no. We never involve family. Their privacy is secret, and I haven't decided the storylines for the background storylines for the parents yet, if they have parents or if they're still about or anything. So that's for another day. Wow, that finger looks so wrong. Just looked at the proportion and realised it's actually got to go. That one's supposed to go in here to about there. Let's see, I'm done with it. How would you draw an angelic demon? I'm just asking. You might find out at some point on how to draw it, because I can't really explain how I draw it. I just have to draw it. We should have an interactive stream. It'd be cool to have silly little combos with the narrators. Yeah, that's quite cool. I am looking at that. Kaiju Slayer. Yeah, there's a maybe a Kaiju Slayer, but there's definitely Kaiju storylines that I've done on the channel. Or maybe make the Xenomorph Hunter be someone who wants Xenomorphs to live in harmony with other species who hates some space government. Isn't that pretty much what Bustard is? He's hunting them down for like a zoo or something for them. He rarely kills them because he doesn't like doing it after going out and, you know, and stuff. That sounds very similar to the Bustard Terminax storyline, to be honest. I'm not sure how similar it is to it, but I know there's a thing about he used to hunt them, and now he's capturing them, which sounds a little bit like someone, you know, he wants them to live, whether it's in harmony or not. He, you know, he's a bounty hunter type thing, but that does seem a little bit close to the storyline on that one. Not a bad idea, I just don't know if it's too close to the storyline for the narrator for me. So I need to close that, and then potentially I need to just close that off, and then new layer between, and make that blue for now, just so I've got a typosphere. That'll work for now. The main idea of this is once I merge the top layer down, anything that's supposed to be not on it, and that will kind of get taken out. So now I do this layer. He's bringing them back to damn it, maybe just a sci-fi version of Terror and I give up. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. A bit tricky, Ben. But yeah, it was a nice storyline, but it's a little bit close to it, which is like, it's such a cool storyline, but at the same time it's like, I can't really do it. But yeah, I am thinking carefully about the next narrator. So the next narrator, there's two potential ones. The next two narrators that arrive, one of them is going to be not quite the same as what Pocros has done for some of his narrators, but they're going to be rather unique compared to my other narrators. Yeah, I got two narrators. I'm still working on the voice of one of them. I keep trying to do a Russian accent for the character, but it starts sounding a bit more Transylvanian, like Dracula from Hotel Transylvania, which is not what I'm going for. Maybe, Ben. That's definitely something that I'll have it open on that, because that could blend a few different universes together, which will be might work out a bit nicer. But yeah, so I've got a narrator which I'm trying to do a stereotypical Russian English accent, and it starts off fine, and then it merges into other stuff, and I'm like, that's not what I was going for. So interesting. So it turns out I don't need all of the details, but that's only because I didn't realise what I needed at this point. Oh, throw things at the wall. Some might stick, but it's not a bad idea having a narrator cover multiple things. It's just a case of working it out right to go with what I've got. Kind of want some of the new narrators to be personal to what I want. I mean, Bionites with those creatures one thing, but I kind of want to do something similar to... Problem is, we've got Biomech, and Biomech is similar to Bio Booster. Actually, no, Bio Booster is organic with a bit of tech in it, so possibly. Yeah, we'll see, because if I do anything similar to like the Biomech storyline, it will be something like the Bio Booster armor from Guyver, which is more organic and controlled by a medallion. Otherwise, you're screwed by an object. Put a housing, make an OC who's a certain species but hunts down the same said species. That could be interesting. A xenomorph hunter, which is a xenomorph. The whole talking will be growls throughout the whole stream. Be like the little noises they make in there, or the making it a Van Helsing. Biopunk is cool. I wish the funny art guys dabble on it more. Yeah, the Bionites is rather cool as well. Fusing with the animal creatures and that. So many different ways you could do that story of gaining the abilities or stuff and how they fuse. It's a really nice storyline how he's done it. The only drawback is it's also a bit of a it's one of those ones where it's like, how's the best way to put it without sounding thing? It's his, it's the getting there first with like a design or something for a character. I'm sure Kingpin can relate. As an artist in that, even though people come with the great ideas, you don't always want to be doing the idea along the lines of what they came up with. You kind of want to put your own spin and stuff on it. Make it a bit more unique for your characters, your style. So, do you think Nexon finally got over the Benny Sharp talk? I think he's probably got over it enough currently to hide it until he sees Benny Sharp in real life, you know, in person. Then it'd be a little bit of a old habits die hard. Maybe make a Van Helsing that hunts folklore creatures infected by biomechanical virus. Maybe. Okay, so let's just sort this out a minute. That leg can go off. That can be merged down. I know it's not perfect, but the hands are special effects will cover that. Hands I find really hard to draw. That's that one. That's that one. So I just need to shrink that down a bit more to get them. New legs. I want to do his mouth on this, and I. Yeah, that looks semi-decent. So next turn... So here's the fun part. I say fun. You know, we've been going for a while now, and I'm still on the lineup. I've been answering a lot of you guys' questions, so it's quite cool. Isn't that just Biomech Kayla's thing? Yeah, I mean, the bio... Okay, it's just two narratives without being any crazy artist rip-off. Curse you, Stiller. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to figure out how to do, but there are ways of taking the storylines and tweaking them, which is to fit and tweak them enough so that they do count as different story arc bits. But at the same time, that's also it's also a bit tricky to do some of the bits for it. But there are ways to do it. Okay, so on this one, that's too thick. Basically, I just want to check all of the lines are sealed, and if they're not, seal them on a new layer. So it's like this. This has got scribbly lines in there which aren't really needed. It's where I've done them a certain way. Technically, I could probably use a second ink pass, but you know, as long as these lines are closed, it should be enough for what we're doing here and to get away with it. Okay, so if I go 1, see, that's why we check if the lines are closed. So the inks are fine. Wrong one. It goes in blur. Oh, I missed in the chat. So I still mentioned it. The Van Helsing character would be similar to Biomet Kayla versus Fable. I know I'm not drawing a dragon, but it feels like I am. I've had that feeling. I'm not drawing this, but it feels like I am. I know. Yeah. So Stella, is that an army of Xenomorphs? It's going to speak out. Wait. They know how to get through the Yokai portal. Yeah. Oh dear. That's not good. That look quite cool, I think, with colours. Right, so he's got multiple colours that are... So the first colour I want is that. You've got a problem with angelic demons. Do you mean a problem because you want to draw them all the time? Or a problem because angelic demons are like, ah! If I had a pound every time that Xenomorph was mentioned on the last few live streams, I'd be a millionaire. But you know, Xenomorphs breaking into the place and the fusion ideas are quite cool. What are the canon heights of my narrators? Oh, I was trying to figure them out. So Aaronfeld's probably around about 6 foot. Nexum's about 5'9". Demonica, on average, in a humanoid form, is approximately 5'9" as well, at the same height as Nexum. Velocity's about 5'6". Dino Dinoclaw is around about 6 foot. Connor Farley is about 5'10". And the others I haven't really figured out. Just off the top of my head. I mean, it may change later, but at the moment it's not written down, but that's the roughly what the thing. You're the same height as Velocity. Okay, I'm about the same height as Nexum. Right, so he's got this green colour. So. On top of the green is a purplish colour, so it's more. That colour. Okay, so that's. Nope. Helps I have things selected that I'm going to be using, doesn't it? The dome on his head's about that colour, so that's fine. I think we'll get the flats done, basic colour gradient on it, and then we'll call it there tonight and finish this off on the next stream next week. Which is all fine and cool. Just looking at the time now, it's like nearly 12:30 over here. Whereas I'd love to stay up to like another 2 AM stream or something. I do have things I need to do. I wondered when that was coming through. Sweet. What, wait, demonic human form? You're saying she has more? Well, I've already created a body swap where she turned into this kaiju, or this kraken type creature in the sea version of form. So I've got to count the sea form with all the tentacles and stuff, and that's going to be a different height. So yeah, she's got a she's got an alternate form because of the fact that she changed into another form within the Kraken universe, the underwater universe, where they went on that mission and they ended up under the sea. So that's why I can only say in a human form, because in the form with the tentacles and that, she could easily probably get to about between 7 and 10 foot. There we go. So let's see if I can do this skit. Connor Farley. And this SCP has to be held in a strong containment cell. Okay, how do you capture the Pokemon God? What? That's Arceus, the god of all That's Arceus, the god of the Pokemon world. That's SCP-P- whatever number that Pokemon thing is. Yeah, Xenomorphs are quite ready to be in the yokai realm. I mean, come on. There are a lot of elemental yokais. The main person... Wait, what? Was Knight of Arcane. Arc, you don't count because you were brought back. Okay, I've missed part of this chat, so yeah, never mind. It makes no sense to me, part of this, but that's fine. Each to their own. Hoping the purple from the background looks really well on this. And Justin, if you're still about, I have not forgotten what you wanted about the gradients on this. I need to work out the lighting colour before I make the gradients. However, I will be creating some form of gradient across this. Unfortunately, it just means that, you know, Procreate's not really designed for gradients unless I do all the values first and then put a colour gradient effect at the top, which potentially I could do. Also, I realised I went wrong with my selection tool there. Hey nerds! Yeah, I'm still alive too, so it's fine. The Delicate Stain lore thickens. I might make a lore video one day. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, I need to plan out my next narrator release video. I haven't decided which one of the two it's going to be and what universes they're in. Well, what one of the universes one of them's in. But I could probably assure you that the concept I'm coming up with for the narrator, albeit not new or unique within a lot of genre stuff, it's going to be an interesting one. be red in between those joints. The pink from memory, is it? Oh, it's that pinky colour from the... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Just working out what colour to do certain aspects. Yeah, I'm only getting the flats down. I won't do the gradients on them. Just getting the base colours down, and I think we'll call it there. It's not overly too much longer left to go, but still. Yeah, that helps if I actually didn't do that one out there. Let me just put that on there so I've got a colour reference, because I've just realised... Oh no. That's fine, that works. It's my bad. That's why I put the colour reference on that layer. What have we got? Huh? Maybe I should go after Jazza. Or Kingpin. My internet's gone sideways, but Jazza's too powerful, or Popcross. However, I wouldn't mind having a nickname like I prefer the nickname Stella. Maybe break down what I missed. You've missed Ben trying to kill or take over all of the artists in the artist group we've got. Alright, let's get some of these inner bits done too. Now we want the greys. And want the white colour, which is going to be... I'm actually going to... I know the sphere is going to be whiter than the grey on his hand, but I'm going to select them all as part of one thing. And then I realised... I need to just take a couple bits between the fingers out. As he's got webbed fingers. What do you guys think? Should he have webbed fingers or not? Right, what have we got here? Sorry guys, I'm just checking something. So that's what that was, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Just checking one or two things a second, guys. Hey Ark, that guy for one's pretty cool. Ooh. Nice. Cool. That's better. Duplicate merge that down, so I've still got that flat. So we've got that one. How yellow is it? It's more that yellow. Vent, there's ads in the stream. I got jump scared by Boot Hill from Honkai Star. Hanukkah Star. Nice. Good luck with that since the Portugal Realm opens once a year. Oh, you guys are having fun. Right, let's sort this. I do have to more grey, but I need to sort this layer out as well first. I'm not doing the pattern on his green helmet yet. I'm going to do that with layer effects, if that makes sense. I feel that's the best way to get the right colour and texturing for it. The colours are going to be off slightly as well, in terms of not 100% the exact colours to be used, because as with everything else, we want to have things a certain way with this character. He's got a rather unique design. That's not the straightest line I've ever drawn in my life, is it? So that's that bit. 2 more layers, so we need that layer here to be that colour. Just because that will be the back of this part of him. Sorry, 3 more layers, because I need a much more lighter colour to go for his eye, to differentiate his eyes from his skin. And then his pink eye. Oh my god, I just realised Sal's got pink eye. Oh, that's absolutely hilarious. Sal's got pink eyes. I never realised that before. I mean, I knew his eyes were pink, but I never realised you know, thinking of the term, Sal's got pink eye. Black eyed peas, meet pink eye Sal. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 more things I'm going to do now. Basically just put a texture over the top, but he's basically done for this. Obviously he is missing a lot of his other bits on this one, so a few things that he needs. Oh no, that's cool, that's cool. Don't worry about that arc. If you miss a few bits of your picture and that, it's not a problem. I quite like how it looks. It looks quite cool. Cool. So here's the basic. It doesn't look like much in this entire stream, but we're going to finish this off next time. I think Ben's suddenly realising everyone seems to be more powerful than what he's sending their way. Nice. So, ironically, on this, that noise a minute ago, by the way, in case anybody picked it up, was me trying not to yawn and failing miserably while yawning. But this texture over cell would work really well. For a fair amount of him. I mean, a couple layers of it would really work well on this. Look, and I put the big patches over the top, but if I drop that down now for a slightly different pattern, yeah, that would work quite well. Well, I'm going to leave Cell at this point, and we will continue him next time. I think that's going to be a good stopping point on this one, to be honest. Sorry, a good stopping point so that I can assess the lighting and the effects that we're going to use. But I think it's turned out quite cool. Thanks, Ed Draws, I appreciate that. So we'll continue this next Monday. I will be... Sorry, I was just reading Arc. Thank you. Appreciate you loving my style, and you have a hard time with Seraphim wings. Yeah, even doing Seraphim, the end, the anime style, where they have the black wings sticking out the back. They're a nightmare. Oh, your ears. What happened? Yeah, I agree then. Wings, hands, feet, and a couple other features are really difficult to do. But I'm going to... Yeah, I think we're going to end the stream here where it's nice and useful. I've saved the reference picture of Cell, so I've got the imagery bits. I was pressing on the mic really loud. When did I... Was that my yawn that wasn't a yawn? Because I don't recall touching the mic, because it's a little bit that sticks by my off my headset, my gaming headset. It's clicking, is it? Okay. Well, I do apologise for that, guys. I didn't mean to like half deafen you with whatever's happening with it. But I guess on that note, before the mic decides it's going to do a green screen of doom effect, we'll just call it a call it an evening on this one. And then Friday's video is going to be related to the topic of this month. It's the only hint you guys are getting. And I will catch you guys next time. Yes, we will have an interactive stream someday. It may be a case of either feedback of your designs or Q&A. But if you guys want to, for that idea then, drop stuff onto the comments of this video or onto the Discord, like video suggestions about it, and it'll make sure I don't forget it, and we'll look into the best way of doing that. But anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now, folks, and I will catch you next time. Night, guys.